Brad Sharp, and I have not uploaded in a very long time, but I've been having some fun with an old team that I recently started using again. And, as you can see, it's pretty fucking lit. So I'm going to show you 4 replays. It's basically 3 because this motherfucker is just going to get tossed so quick. That's what he gets for fighting the movement, you feel me? Alright, let's get this. So first things first, you lead Snorlax because he's S rank. So this is a choice band set. I'm just going to click play. So right now he paralyzes me, right? And he gets the full para, and if not for this fucking 33% chance, this replay would not be his cash. Because I clicked return, but he got the full para, and now I get to click facade. That's right, this Thundurus is going to die. Goodbye. Goodbye. No, wait. Next up, we got the Hoopa, right? Yo, Hoopa's really strong. Yo, Drain Punch is OP, right? Oh my god, it barely did half. Gone. Goodbye. And then this dude comes in like, yo, Zardex is so broken, right? Zardex is so broken. But I have thick fat. And this is gonna die too. God, I love this game. You see that shit? Oh, that's actually my favorite replay my whole life. Move over, McMegan. This is a new fucking boss in town. Alright, so, this one, I guess... Nah, let's do this one first. This one's fun. They're all pretty fun. I want to do this one. So, as you can see, I keep leading Snorlax. I don't want you to think I always just lead Snorlax. I think the reason I led Snorlax here was because I expected the Rotom lead, and I wanted to Wisp, and so I could Facade, and basically, I don't think it kills, but it does a lot of damage. And I guess I could have led an Electric. I don't remember what I was thinking. This is a long night of laddering, but I'm sure I must have had a reason or something. Did I expect Starmie for some reason? Why would I expect Starmie to lead? Maybe I was... No, because if I was expecting him to expect my Lando, I probably would have expected him... Whatever, let's just not do this thing right now. So I switch out because I'm not wanting to get high jump kicked, obviously. This dude, D and Mama, like, followed me around all night. He'll make some comments that are fun. So I go Celebi here, and I don't rock Baton Pass in this thing, unfortunately. So I double back into my Landorus, expecting the Excadrill. It was just the only thing that made sense to go into. Oh, I'm sorry, no. I was expecting the Talonflame, which makes a lot more sense. If you look at the play here. So I double here again, going to Snorlax. At this point, I think I was actually trying to catch the Starmie, which just makes more sense. But, you know, because Starmie can spin, Starmie can Ice Beam the Landorus, etc. But now Facade is just going to kill this thing. I don't know why he Pain Split. Like, this isn't some threat that needs to be whittled down. It's a Snorlax. It's done its job, man. It took out, like, once it takes out one Mon, like, I don't really get it. I mean, it didn't trap the Starmie, but okay, here's where things get lit. I gotta go back a second. Yeah, sorry, this is where things get lit. Alright, so he kills my Snorlax, right? Yeah, this is the whole reason I have this replay. So, we got a couple of things that go down here. So first of all, you know, I bring this in so he knows I'm Scarf, which I am, I'm not bluffing. But he has the obvious switch in, Starmie. So, making the HP Electric play, that's an easy play. That's, you know, I'm not trying to impress y'all with that HP Electric. But right now, I click it again, and he goes into that Excadrill, right? And it doesn't affect him. So, some of y'all know what happened. You just know what's going to happen next. I'm hitting that Starmie. I'm hitting the Starmie, and it's going to die because I'm not switching out. This game is so good. If you don't understand why that happened, I will explain. So, go back to here. You know, like I said, you know, he kills the Snorlax, so my Keldeo comes into revenge, right? So like I said, the first play, making the HP Electric, Starmie is the obvious switch in. That's easy. Makes sense to click the HP Electric. So, it was a pretty safe gamble for him to take. This was Electric and not Bug or something, so even if it was Bug, he could just go to Excadrill and be resisted, no big deal. But he goes to Excadrill, and he confirms that that's HP Electric because he's not affected. And he can be pretty sure that I'm Scarfed, meaning that I'm locked into this move, meaning that right now, I would have to go to one of my 2 switch-ins here, because otherwise this thing gets bopped, and this is my win con, etc., etc. No. We're way too real for that. So, if I could stop jerking myself off for a second. The point is that he expects me to go Landorus, so he's trying to double into Starmie. But that's also obvious. You know your boy, Brad. Just gonna hit that HP Electric again. Anyway, and then, you know, we flip through this and we fucking toss him a bunch and we win this game. Yeah, so, that was easy. Fun game. I just flipped through it because like I really just wanted to show that part. I thought it was really cool. This is a game I think I played today actually. Yeah, I played this morning, very early this morning. I couldn't sleep when I woke up, so whatever. So he knocks off. I kind of figured as much. I almost clicked Pursuit right off the bat, but for some reason it seems that Tornadus, like, these guys really seem to think that Snorlax is a Chansey, so they always click Knockoff. I don't really get it, because you're just going to take a whole bunch of damage in your Tornadus, and, like, I guess if you don't know UU, then, I mean, I don't know UU, but I know this set. This is, like, a fairly common UU set, so you got to know it's Pursuit. So U-turn, he's just going to get Pursuit Trap. That was easy. There's no reason for him to do anything else. Slowbro here, obviously I'm just going to go straight to Celebi. You know, I could have gone to Manectric, but I'm risking taking Scald damage. This resists everything, and I've got Natural Cure to shake off any T-Waves or whatever. No big deal. But he made the good play, and he doubles to Landorus, so we get a free U-turn off. But he doesn't click U-turn. Now, the reason I stayed in is I'm pretty sure I live a Scarf U-turn from full. This is a bulky Celebi. I have like 14% left or something, but that's why I just clicked Recover. And I thought he maybe could also go for Rocks, I guess. But I was really expecting to just take the U-turn and live it. But he knocks off, and you know, when I recover, I go right back up, and it's okay. Now, this is where things get cool. He has no reason to Earthquake here. Absolutely no reason. I figure he's either Scarfed. I wasn't sure at this point. I didn't want to calc, but maybe I did calc, and I figured out that it's offensive. Whatever. But Knockoff isn't usually something that defensive Landorus run, because it needs EQ, Stone Edge, U-turn, and Rocks. So I figured this is a good time. Again, no reason to EQ. I'm going to go straight to my Infernape. It's Life Orb Infernape, carries HP Ice, and he reveals Swords Dance. At this point, I'm like, yo, this is offensive Landorus. This thing is about to drop. Oh my god. You thought I was clicking Fire Blast? Then why didn't I double to Keldeo, fam? like just... I didn't double to Keldeo because he has 3 Keldeo counters. There's 4, but I killed one. So he goes Latias here. I'm pretty sure I sack Snorlax. Or, I'm sorry, I go into Snorlax knowing that I can pursue from here. I forgot how much health I have and shit. He kills with Draco. I don't think the crit matters. I forget the roll on this. Or, I think it does matter, actually. On Latios, it wouldn't have mattered. Latios is like 50 minimum. But Amoonguss comes in here. Now, what's cool about this Landorus set is this is actually Earth Plate, Adamant Max Attack. This thing does so much damage. I have this because I need this to check shit like... this is just for breaking walls, you know. It's for breaking Amoonguss, for breaking, more commonly, Venusaur. And outside of that, my Venusaur check is my Celebi, which is not great as I need to get a boost and hit Psychic. So Landorus is very helpful on this team. So right here, I go to my Celebi, trying to prevent the Spore, obviously. You know, he makes the good play, clicks Sludge Bomb. But it's not really a big deal. My Celebi is Spadef, I think, and he can shrug it off. At this point, I think I was expecting the double to Heatran. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't remember. But this was an easy play to make. It wasn't a big deal. And then I went back to Celebi because in my head, he was going to click Spore again, and I forgot that I was poisoned. I wasn't thinking. Just so you know, I wasn't trying to catch the Heatran double, so it wouldn't make sense. I did consider that he might have gone Slowbro, because what he doesn't know is that, you know, maybe he sees the HP Ice, he thinks I'm carrying Grass Knot, and that's why he doesn't want to go Slowbro, which is pretty reasonable, I guess. But Heatran isn't an Infernape counter. Like, these things carry close combat. So I don't really totally get it. But in this case, I just sacked it. I don't need it anymore. It's done its job. Now I can go to Landorus. And I wish that I SD'd here. I feel pretty dumb for not SDing. Just because... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. No. I made the good play. See, click EQ. Because if he goes Latias on the EQ, I can sack something. I know that's okay. And because I'd rather not risk getting burned. And I'm not going to SD predicting him to Protect, because that's just ridiculous. Honestly, like, not... Most Heatrans don't carry Protect. And also, if I SD'd and he went Latias, that would mean I just wasted the SD because I'd have to switch out after. So, I EQ. Whatever. He goes Latias. I sack Celebi here. Now here, this was a bit risky. I was really hoping he'd switch out, because I actually needed this Manectric healthy. I know that it lives a Draco, you know, as long as he doesn't get a crit. It takes like a good 60% or something, but I do need this healthy for late game. So you'll notice that I Volt Switch instead of HP Icing, even though this is currently my only way to, you know, beat that Latias one-on-one is by HP Icing it twice or something. So I needed the Volt Switch there. That's very important. Now I can go Landorus, and this I'll explain and break down real quick because it's significant. I go Landorus here, and then I double to Keldeo on the Spore, because the thing is, if I U-turned, or if I had Volt Switch to Keldeo instead, he'd have no reason to Spore. He could just click Giga Drain because I can't hit this thing anyway. So this way, I go to Landorus, force the Spore, double to Keldeo, get hit by the Spore, and now I have my sleep fodder for the game. So I can go to Landorus here, and he'll Giga Drain. Doesn't do very much. I have not revealed that I'm SD yet. He probably just thinks I'm regular rocks. He also doesn't know how offensive I am. So I missed the Stone Edge, which blows, but, you know, I really didn't need to make that play anyway. So at this point, I'm just going to hit EQ. He sees that this is a clean 60, and he goes, oh, shit, he doesn't even need to set up. Sorry, I just hit the mic. And here, I click Stone Edge, because there was no way that he was going to stand again. Sometimes you feel, like, nervous about clicking the play. I did not feel nervous there. I knew it needed to be done. It was just too obvious. At this point, I'm using Keldeo as a pivot on water moves, just because, you know, he's useless otherwise. He's literally just got 2 counters left. I went to Manectric and I clicked T-Bolt, not Volt Switch, because I know that at this point, if I Volt, then I'm literally just going to lose to CM. And from here, I can just, you know, play the 24 Thunderbolts versus 16 Slack-Offs game. And I will click Thunderbolt until he switches. No plays happen. This thing pretty much beats the team. Heatran is weakened a little bit, but even so, you know, it doesn't shrug off a T-Bolt. So here I can just click Flamethrower. T-Bolt doesn't kill from here, so I click Flamethrower again, even though he's going Heatran. And it's, you know, it's not like I didn't expect that at all. Oh, I guess I did T-Bolt. Well, fuck me. I was going to try and justify that play. I kind of feel like an idiot. So again, I Volt into Keldeo and not Landorus. Don't know why I clicked Earth Power. There's no way I was going to stand. It's absurd. And this time, I doubled to Landorus, hoping to catch the Amoonguss, because I wanted to break it, or kill it, whatever. Point is, it's all good. Because from here, I figured that it makes sense. You know, he saw how offensive I am before, so it makes sense that I'd want to try and weaken this for, you know, killing it with an Manectric or whatever. Instead, I click SD because it just makes most sense that he's going to slack off. And anyway, if he did Scald, that would mean that he's unboosted, and I can just send Manectric in and click T-Bolt, and it'll all be fine. So I just figured that was kind of like a good failsafe. You know, plus 2 EQ, Earthplay does 60. That's a mega slow, bro, dude. That's... Landorus is so real. And from here, I can pretty much just click T-Bolt to victory. I don't need to make a single play, and you'll notice that I don't try to make any plays. So he's going to go Heatran here to catch the Flamethrower. That's fine, because even after the lefty's recovery, T-Bolt will still kill this thing. When I say lefty's recovery, I mean both from switching in and from Protect, because he takes some rocks damage too. And, you know, I'm just going to keep clicking T-Bolt. I didn't want to risk clicking Flamethrower, because that would just be a bad play. And again here, no reason to make plays. I know he can go Slowbro on the Flamethrower, and I know he's got Regenerator, and you know, blah, 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 blah. But, I just knew the numbers and he rocks damage. It wasn't... It'd be really easy to look at this and get sucked up into the, oh, you know, I just gotta catch him on the thing, and, like, yes, I could have, but, if I lost the game over trying to make a play like that, that would be pretty dumb. At this point, I've already seen Flamethrower hitting 52, 53, so I know that that was a safe play. GG. And we will get just this last one in. I played this guy twice on the ladder when I was climbing that night. This is our rematch. I beat him last time, too. So, go from Snorlax right to Infernape, hoping to get the HP Ice off. I remember that he is Mega. Made sense that he would SD. Sacking Infernape is not really a big deal. I would have used this just to break. I would have Mach Punched the Sand Duo. But I've still got my Landorus and my Celebi, so it's not really a big deal. Celebi obviously being for Excadrill, not T-Tar. Well, we'll get to that. Sorry, my phone just went off a little bit. Infernape also could have killed the Clef, but, you know, it's alright, not a big deal. So here, I'm pretty sure I just Volt Switch right off the bat. No. Well, that's good. I shouldn't make that play. It makes a lot more sense to HP Ice first, because even Mega Manectric is still faster than a Scarf T-Tar, and after the Intimidate, Pursuit won't be doing much except letting me set up until I find out that he's not Scarfed. Which I'm sure I could have just calced or remembered from the last game, or just looked at his team and said, oh, it's a Mega Garchomp, and as I recall, it's not Rock's Clef, so maybe it is. I don't remember. We get the Pursuit off on the Victini. It really sucks that he missed that Focus Blast, because that Focus Blast would 2-hit KO, I'm quite sure. Here, I don't understand at all. He SDs. I don't know. There's no reason I would have kept that Snorlax. No reason at all. It's not like I'm going to try and trap the Victini again. This isn't living any hits. I guess I could have used it to break the clef, but he doesn't know that that's my pseudo clef check, so I don't know why he's doing that. Now this sucks. He flinches me, right? And I'm like, yo, it's lit. I can still click EQ for free, unless I get flinched twice, which sucked, but whatever. Again, this dude, I told you before, he'd be following me around. He's narrating this shit, and he goes, oh, double flinch, and then the critical hit. But it's cool. My opponent's being cool, and then I'm complaining, and you know, it's all fine. Nothing you wouldn't ever see on the ladder. So we click the flamethrower. At this point, again, I don't really need to make plays because I was pretty sure that was specs. I don't think I actually found out in the last game whether his Keldeo is specs or not. Here I can Volt Switch knowing that he's not going to Moonblast. He's going to have to heal up, and if he doesn't, then I can just kill him with T-Bolt after. Or actually... maybe I couldn't have. Or Hydro, I guess I was thinking. I don't remember. Whatever. I'm kind of rushing through this. But I just figured that Volt Switching made sense because he had a lot of reason to heal, not a lot of reason to attack. And I go right to Landorus, and then, you know, he doesn't have any ground resist left. So, or at all, now that I look at his team. So I could click EQ for free. Now, Keldeo comes in here, and I figured this is the time to go to my Keldeo, and this is where I find out whether I win or lose. Because, if he specs, it's fine. I can just kill with Manectric. And we see that it is indeed specs with that heavy damage. So I click the Hydro Pump off, not giving a flying fuck, just knowing that it is now over. Here, go Manectric. I click Volt Switch because I need to get Landorus in position so that it kills Clef. And that's going to be GG. I'm pretty sure this actually kills Clef from here, and if it doesn't, it's going to be weak enough that it's certainly 2-hit KOs. So, yep, and that's going to be the game. And, yeah, that's the end of it. I'll do a quick overview of the teams because it's a cool, fun team. So, basically, Infernape's I'm a big fan of Infernape, and I use Infernape with Manectric a lot because Manectric has great coverage. It's what he's known for. He's one of my favorite megas, if not my favorite mega. Probably number 2 behind Alakazam. But Infernape is like the Swiss Army knife of Pokemon. He's an incredibly diverse move pool, both physical and special. He's got the matching 104 stats. He's like the Aurus Greninja in my mind. Or I guess Weevil is. Whatever. He's not as fast, but he's got such a great move pool that you can have stuff like HP Ice, and it lures in Landorus really well because he's going to be blasting off Flare Blitzes and close combats for the most part in OU usage, or even UU usage. Gunk Shot's great. Gunk Shot doesn't OHKO Clef, I don't think. I mean, it depends on the spread, but it does enough damage that you can pick it off with something like a Volt Switch. What I love is when people send in their Altaria against this, and quite often at this point I've already revealed the HP Ice. So they'll send an Altaria, and they'll Mega, they'll Dragon Dance, and if there's no investment, I'm pretty sure that Gunk Shot kills, or it at least puts them in Mach Punch range. It does a crap ton. Gunk Shot, strong-ass move, 120 base power, and then, you know, Life Orb adds a lot. Infernape's pretty strong on top of that. I forget exactly what this spread's for. I think the spread is to 2-hit KO defensive Landers with Fire Blast. So, actually, I should probably take the spread then, because it's not needed when I have HP Ice. Whatever. Manectric, you know the deal. Snorlax, Choice Band, Return and Facade for the greatest moves in the game. EQ, because this is my Zardex counter. And Pursuit, just amazing. I run Max Defense, Max Attack, Adamant, because this avoids the 2-hit KO from Latios' Psyshock. Something I learned recently, not from experience, but from a calc that I guess I just never bothered to run. Snorlax can't just switch into Latios, because if they Psyshock and then Draco, it kills. Just barely, and it is a roll, but there's a fair chance to kill. So you should really only send in Snorlax on the Latios if you're sure that he's going to Draco first, because then you'll be fine. And even so, they'll usually, you know, if they don't expect the Pursuit, they'll switch out anyway. So, not the end of the world, but this is not quite a Tyranitar. I use this instead of Tyranitar originally for Heat, but there are actually some uses. You know, the way that this checks Zardex and Zard-Y is actually invaluable. This hits really hard. Return, Choice Band, you know, it's, what is it, 110 base? That's pretty good. Snorlax is very bulky as well. This serves to check a lot of things that you wouldn't expect, and a lot of things that you just normally wouldn't prepare for. I really like CB Snorlax, and like, I stand by this set. It's real. Scarf Keldeo, just to add a little more speed control to the game. I think Keldeo's probably second best Scarfer around, behind Jirachi maybe. But, you know, Scald, Secret Sword, HP Electric, just to make sure I don't get set up on by a Gyarados, and Hydro, mandatory. Selby and Landers act as my switch-ins for things, as well as my setup sweepers. It's a nice old HO squad. Psychic lets me check Venusaur a little bit better and shit like a Moongus. Giga Drain's nice. I've actually thought about I should probably just use Energy Ball, because Giga Drain isn't so necessary when I have Recover, and if I need to recover, I'll click Recover. So Energy Ball might be better over this. I honestly, it's so rare that I actually click Giga Drain. I usually kill Rotoms with Snorlax and then Manectric, so like, I don't know, whatever. But that's the set. I forget what this outspeeds. It's like, I don't remember. Actually, I really don't remember where that outspeeds. There's a reason. I could change this to 108 to outspeed Bish. Oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't make sense because I'm not running Baton Pass. The only reason I would do that, or if I was running like Earth Power or something, maybe. Besides that, then we've got the Earth Plate Landorus. It's SD and Stealth Rocks. He's my setter. But then SD, EQ, Earth Plate with max attack. This shit breaks everything, man, and like people do not expect this on this team because, you know, he's my rock setter. With everything else being so offensive, you gotta figure this is gonna be my momentum grabbing, U-turning, floating, grounded monster. But you know, for example, Earthquake will 2-hit KO max defense Clef. And this is like, more than anything, this is like my unaware Clef check, because I can't just set up and break Clef with Selby. And Gunk Shot's 80% accuracy, so you know we're not about that life. And yeah, that's pretty much the team. Hope you like it. I thought it was pretty cool. I did a fair bit of climbing, which is fun. I don't really do much ladder, so it was nice to be able to take a fun team and have a good time with it. Yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like or subscribe or whatever. Go to Pokemon Central on Facebook. Go to play.pokemonshowdown.com/Pokemon Central to join our private room. Maybe I'll give you Driver. I did that for Anne-Marie over here, right? And I could take it away too. No, I'm just kidding. I couldn't do that on this account anyway. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care.